Warning, these games contain content that might not be suitable for most audiences. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hello everyone and welcome to 3 queer visual novels. These are all really short visual novels that were made for the 0282 Jam this year, the queer edition apparently. And considering they're all really short, I decided to put them all into a little compilation. So we're gonna start things off with The Night Before My Wedding. This was made by Nick, who is the wonderful developer behind Love Letter, Comfort Pillow, and Honey Hotline. And hey, hope you guys are into this. Let's get right into it, shall we? I remember the first time we met. I was in trouble with the local Yakuza. I thought I was good as gone. Then he saved me. Kuno, the most infamous assassin around. I didn't understand why he would do what he did, when I was just a nobody. He was a strange man, always aloof, yet so graceful in style. And by miracle, we fell in love. It's tomorrow. Dear? What are you doing sitting out here so late? The gentle, deep voice catches your attention as Kuno enters your vision, slowly walking towards you from behind. Are you nervous? Maybe. You haven't changed your clothes yet? I signed to him. Kuno's hearing ability was damaged, so I have to use Japanese sign language to communicate with him. I just got back from work. And I see I'm not alone in that. He chuckled as he took a seat next to you. The cool air of the night, brushing past the both of you. I've been thinking about the first day we met. It was unusual. Kuno lets out a laugh. It certainly was, wasn't it? Under no circumstances does one meet when they're being rescued from a kidnapper after all. When you put it that way, it sounds even more weird. Heck, even getting reminded you're an assassin already gives me whiplash. Kuno lets out a sigh. A gentle smile graced his lips as he looks out at the garden. Even still, I don't want to be reminded of that. Never really liked getting into my job, after all. You don't? Never heard you talk about that. Well, I don't like to muddle on things I don't like. Plus, I treat it like a minor inconvenience. My job, that is. Then, what's your dream job? Kuno blushes at my words. He then lets out a small, amused chuckle at my question, making me more confused. As cheesy as it sounds, you are going to make my dream job come true. Eh? Kuno chuckled more at my response. I've always wanted to be a house husband. I like to just cook, clean, and take care of someone I love. So when you proposed to me, I almost cried. Almost? You made a freaking river! Laughter filled the house as the two of us sighed. A comfortable silence passed by us as we looked up at the sky. Say, I've always been curious about one thing. Yeah? I gulped, not knowing if I should continue or not, as I'm afraid it might be a sensitive question. But after a while I decided to bite the bullet. Knowing him, he wouldn't mind. But something happened to your hearing. Remember, you were still able to hear the first day we met. I nervously rubbed the back of my head as he stared at me, shocked. Maybe it really was a bad idea. You don't have to answer. I thought it was... No, it's fine. I'm just shocked since you were so straightforward. It's not a bad question, I promise. I sighed in relief as I scoot closer, letting him know I'm all ears. It was the day after I saved you. I had a mission. The target was someone politically powerful, so I had to prepare a lot in case something bad would happen. However, I didn't prepare enough. They had a bomb planted in case I ever succeeded in my mission, and... I'm sorry. No need to. I was careless, and while I was lucky enough to get out alive, my eardrum sadly did not. I don't really dwell on it too much. What happened, and all I could do was continue living. Wow, you still managed to do all of your future missions without your sense of hearing. Of course, I did get very thorough training in case of accidents like these. I see. I sat there speechless. To lose a sense like that must be really tough, and he's still continuing to live his life and following his heart despite it. He's way stronger than I am. You know, I really like winter. His voice snapped me out of my brooding as I lifted my head to look at him. Despite not being able to handle the cold, being able to stay warm with someone is an endearing idea. I hope we can do that tomorrow night. Yeah, that'd be nice. Are you okay? Huh? Of course I am. I'm just thinking, I guess. There's just a lot of things that happen to you, and I just think about how you're still standing so strong, and I'm just... Kuno's warm hand on my face shuts my rambling off. My gaze met his, and we stared at each other. You know, I actually am not as strong as you think I am. After that incident, someone tried to go after me, knowing that my hearing was permanently damaged after that mission. Till now, I'm really scared to go to sleep because I'm afraid I won't be able to see another day. Then I met you, and I'm able to enjoy my life again. If you're thinking you're not strong enough, then you're not doing much. Remember me, okay? I gave him a closed-eyed smile. He was always so sweet. Of course. Good. Come now. Let's go to bed. We have a big day tomorrow after all. Okay. You were always so sweet. I'm sorry, Kuno. But I value my life way more. I have no choice. They were going to kill me if I didn't do it. At least you're warm. Just not with anyone tonight. No! Frick! Oh, that's how it ends? Frick! Anyway, God, I need something to I really need something to get over the freaking tragedy of that. Alright, next game. It's the last day on Earth. The last few hours, and you're spending it with them. This place, the two of you spend so much time at. Also, welcome to Like It's Our Last. This is a game where apparently you're spending the last few hours with someone special. Why did I line this up right after a tragedy like that? Frick! It's not the way you would have liked to go out, but you can't think of a more fitting ending than this. The two of you have always wanted to see the view from here at night. It's beautiful. You think it'll hurt when it comes? Maybe. For a little bit. I don't think it'll hurt for long. The responding hum is absent-minded as they look towards the distant sky. Hey! You grasp their hand. Stay with me now. We don't have much time after all. They smile apologetically. You're right. I'm sorry. Just a bit scared. You squeeze their hand, voice barely a whisper. Yeah, I'm scared too. Their lips tremble. They catch it with their teeth and grind down to stop it. You try to force a smile. Hey, what you enjoy most when we're alive? Well, being with you. You take a shaky breath. Honesty has never been more important than now. The times I spent by your side were some of the happiest in my life. Laughing with them, joking with them, getting into fights and playing around like children. Eating lunches and sneaking away during festivals to this very rooftop. Every moment was precious. The voice is as fragile as glass. Me too. The voice catches on a sob. Honesty has always been hard for them too, you know. I want to do more of you, spend more time with you. I want to graduate and grow up and grow old together. Do you remember? You wanted a pet and I said you'd never be able to take care of one, but really, I wanted to take care of it with you. Between the two of us, I figured we'd be able to figure something out. I remember. You have that feeling in your nose like you're about to cry. You should have told me. I would have limited my apartment search to places that were pet-friendly. You know how complicated it is to find a 2-bedroom apartments between our dream schools? The breath catches. You haven't told them this before. You wanted to surprise them, but now it's too late. You want to move in together? Your voice is wet. Yeah. God. You squeeze their eyes shut and whisper. God, I want that. I want that so badly. I want more. More than what we got. So badly. Going to die and I'll never experience more of you and I regret it so much and I can't do anything about it. They've broken down into sobs and by the end, grasping tightly at your shoulder. They look up to meet your eyes and as you drown in the sorrow in theirs, you feel their hand skate your cheek. You're crying too. You try to smile reassuringly, but it's hard. Shall we make one last memory then? They gaze at you imploringly. Like what? You falter and fall short. You can't think of anything. What last experience could you have with them that would make up for the future that would be taken away? They seem to think so too, but they look at a meteor, then the railing, and think of something. Hey, I have an idea. One final memory, the last one we'll ever have. You follow their gaze, and you understand. One last memory. Some meteor in the sky is still ways off. There's still time left. You'd be leaving the world early, but it'd be your own choice, by your own volition. You'd be taken to the end of the universe, cursed you with it, and remaking it yours. Your own special, final memory with them. It's hardly a difficult choice. Hands still clasped, the two of you stand on the ledge. You take a long, last look at them, drinking in their features and the way their hair blows in the wind. Dried tears strike down their face. They're as beautiful as always. They look at you the same way. You nod, their hand squeezes yours. You fall, together, until the end. Ah! God! Why? Oh! What's the other interaction? I need to know. Okay, we're not dead yet. Please. Oh, God. You try a joke, but it comes out wobbly. We could still enjoy living for a little bit longer. They pout, put out. Answer the question. Why? What will you do with my answer? They sulk. I wanted to help you do what you enjoy most one last time if I could. Forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. You're being annoying. You laugh and a part of you aches. They're so precious and you only have this bit of time left. Don't be like that. There's no need for you to do anything anyway, other than staying here. There's nothing I enjoy more than being with you. Even now, I'm happy. They gape and catch their lower lip with their teeth again. It's always been a bad habit of theirs. They should just cry when they want. Idiot. Sap. Who wants to be with you? They say so, but their hand grips even tightly around yours, and they make no move to let go. You squeeze back. You can always go. Idiot. They drag you by the hand to a spot a few steps away and pulls you to sit. This is where the two of you ate lunch every day. All of a sudden, you feel hot tears burning your eyes. They inch closer, closer than they ever have, and lean against your side. Their presence comforts you, grounds you. You breathe in, lean back. That's right, even though you'll never have this again, even though you'll never get any more of those ordinary days spent together, you have this now. What little time you have left with them, you'll savor to the last second. The two of you stay there, leaning against each other until the end arrives. Frick! Oh, please get me to the next game. Oh, God, I can't take another one of those. This is indistinguishable from Atrophy. This was made by Catskid, who is the lovely, lovely developer behind Art Without Blood 1016. Goddess in the Radio. There are so many good games by Catskid. I would really recommend checking out some of their games. Anyway, let's start. You can't tell what's worse. The darkness overtaking your vision, the biting cold of the raging snowstorm, or the searing pain of metal digging into your leg. You rub at your eyes, clearing the snowflakes that begin to gather on your eyelashes. The blizzard invites you to curl up in its blanket of snow, whispering for you to sleep, but you refuse. Gritting your teeth from the pain, you look down at your leg. You had walked into a bear trap. Hidden among the desolate waste, the blood is pooling from fresh wounds on your leg. You attempt to move your leg out of the trap, but the metal digs deeper into your muscle. It gnaws for the taste of your flesh, and it has no plans to release you. You're in a tight spot, aren't you, stranger? A voice hisses like the bitter wind. You hadn't noticed a figure when you're blinded by the pain. How long had he been there, watching your anguish in silence? Those worries quickly slip away when your eyes lie upon him. Something about him was wrong. His eyes were obscured by a mask, spread apart like a fan. His mouth showed exposed flesh and teeth, as if an animal had clawed through the skin. There was a shrill breathing, more akin to an insect's chitter coming from his mouth, but his chest was not heaving with breath. His attempts at human mimicry were poor. In your desperation, you did not care. What are you, you ask? Who? He corrects you with a laugh. I am the Snow Stalker. I am the Prince of the North. I am the nip of frost on your nose. I am the snow that slips into your boots. But for now, you can call me Kane. You just set this trap. Are you here to watch me squirm? Kane shakes his head. Her eyes fall upon his blood-stained gloves and the patches of red on his face that shimmer with saliva. I will never taunt prey in such helpless positions. I attempt to pry the trap open. You reach for the metal of the trap. Your fingers grasp both sides, but they feel too frozen to get any real friction. You pull. You fail. Try again. The pain only worsens. Poor thing, Kane mutters. But there was no sympathy in his voice. Do you want any help? At this point, all he can do is nod. I'm willing to help you, Kane suggests, for a price. Of course, it wouldn't be easy. I release you from the trap. Only if you give me one of your organs. Your blood runs colder than ice forming on your brow. Why that of all things? Cain wipes the corner of his mouth, at least what you think are the corners, with a thumb. Blood trickles down his lips, and it does not stop. Greed and gluttony drip from the venom in his words and the smile on his face. Your head hurts, and it's making it hard to think. It feels like the world is slowing around you. You don't have much time left, stranger. Cain warns as he reaches to grip your chin, lifting your head up. His gloves are even colder on your flesh than the snow. You try and meet his eyes. They are obscured. You whimper. Tears prickle your eyes. I refuse! I refuse! You shake your head. That's ridiculous. What if you take an organ I need? What if I die trying to make it back to safety? Cain's expression does not change. Wouldn't you rather risk it? Either way, stranger, you are prey. Whether for the eyes or a blood-starved hunter. You struggle against the trap again. It does nothing. Don't force yourself. Cain frowns. If you struggle too hard, that wound will become fatal. You glare at Cain. He smirks in return. You can feel phantom fangs in your neck, tongue at your tendons. Maybe that's from the cold or the bear trap around your legs. If you know what you have to do, Cain whispers. I refuse! You struggle against the trap. You fail. You know what you have to do. I refuse! Your panic has come to bite you, to drain you like a leech, with your worm blood has fresh food for newborn snowflakes. You choke on a mess of liquids piling in your throat. Everything stops slowly. Your vision, your lungs, all other feelings fade away in waves of fuzz. Here, your body will be frozen, torn apart by wild hunters and animals so they may survive. So long, stranger, Cain says with smug, saturated in his words. I'll make sure your body isn't left out here like this. You won't feel the teeth until death. Oh, Cat, you gotta stop making beautiful games like this. Holy heck. We're gonna go back and see what happens if we ask him for help. And, of course, accept the deal. I ask for help. You try and meet his eyes, but you're only met with the mask. It sends more of a shiver down your spine than the cold. You know you look pathetic, unable to move, skin turning blue. And you look up at Cain with those big eyes of yours. He smiles and covers his mouth to laugh. You want my help, don't you? He muses. You nod. I'm willing to help you, Cain suggests. For a price. Of course it wouldn't be so easy. Release you from the trap. Only if you give me one of your organs. Your blood runs colder than the ice forming on your brows. Why that of all things? Cain wipes the corners of his mouth, at least what you think are the corners. With their thumb, blood trickles down his lips. It does not stop. Greed and gluttony drip from the venom in his words and the smile on his face. Your head hurts. It's making it hard to think. It feels like the world is slowing around you. You don't have much time left, stranger. Cain warns as he reaches to grip your chin, lifting your head up. His gloves are even colder on your flesh than the snow. You try and meet eyes that are obscured. You whimper. Tears prickle your eyes. Of course, I accept the deal. Cain grins. You made the right decision. Cain moves on top of you. Before you know it, his teeth are scraping against your jaw. You close your eyes as warm saliva hits your skin, as fingertips dig into your clothes. The blood rising from your neck as he punctures the muscles in a comforting warmth. He ravages you, whispering his thanks as your sinews travel down his throat, as the pain in your leg is outmatched by that in your neck. You can't breathe. You can't see. You knew it was a trap. That's okay. It's a beautiful one, in the desolate wastes. Well, that was indistinguishable from Atrophy. And of course, 3 queer visual novels. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to play any of these games, link to them will be in the description below. I would suggest you guys take a look at some of the other games that were released during this jam. A lot of them are quite promising. They're all really short. Takes about less than 5 minutes to play. I take a bit longer considering I am just narrating everything all the way through. But anyway, hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day. And of course, I will be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.